Hello, it's Sherry Truler with Red Apple Auctions. Today I want to talk to you about a hot trend. It is farm-to-table donations. I know they're going to sell really well in your benefit auction, and it doesn't matter whether you are a true gourmand who loves spending time in the kitchen and trying new recipes and enjoys eating out for the same reason, or if you just like to eat, like me, then you're going to be able to enjoy this at your benefit auction. Your guests are going to totally get into this. So what I wanted to do was give you 4 ways to incorporate the trend into your benefit auction, but I thought it would be best if I started out by at least briefly describing what the farm-to-table movement is. And in essence, it's about sourcing ingredients locally. I've read different statistics, but I think 90, 100 miles is generally what they're looking at. So if you imagine all the chefs in your neighborhood, in your city, going down to the farmer's market, they're looking around to see what's available, and they're planning their menu around that. What is seasonal? What is fresh? Oftentimes what is organic? So everything that you're preparing is coming from the farmer's market local. That's farm to table, meaning there's not a lot of time. You're not allowing a lot of time there to from picking to eating. Now, one option here is to seek a donation from a local restaurant that focuses on farm to table. What you're looking at right now is a place that I went to eat at. It's about 90 miles outside of Washington, D.C. The farm is right there, and they are they are preparing the food and serving it right there underneath a tent that's open all summer long. They also have a smaller facility that's inside. We have lots of restaurants as well in the city of Washington that focus on the farm-to-table movement. So what you're going to do is ask around if you don't know, or do a web search, but think about restaurants in your locale that are focused on this and ask them for a donation. That's one way to incorporate it into your auction. A second way is to find out who is offering meals on the farm. Some farms are now opening up their farm, and instead of just selling their produce or their animals directly to a butcher or a restaurant, they're opening it up and they're serving dinners on the farm themselves. Very often you can see, it's cut off here a little bit, but they just put up a very long table and people buy seats to enjoy a fabulous meal out there underneath the stars. Stars at least by the end of the night, because it's going to get dark. So here's one, Prairie Fruits and Farm. That one's in Illinois. You can see right here, this is just a screenshot from their web page. You can see right here, Dinners on the Farm is where they've got an option. So if you're in Illinois, that might be a place to talk to. Here's one out in Colorado. Again, just another screenshot. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Long table here. All those people just paid by the seat to go and enjoy a nice meal out there, dinner on the farm. And here's one. This one was in Florida. I sold this one actually before in a benefit auction. It's called Paradise Farms, and they have dinner in paradise. Right here, another screenshot from their website, but you can see one of their past dinners right there. Again, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5, 6 tables, something like that, 60, 80 people. Very fun. Ask them for a donation. Maybe you can get a couple of 4, 6 seats to one of their next dinners. Now, a third option here is to seek a company that organizes meals on farms. So in the second option, I showed you examples of farms that were opening up and now serving dinners on their farm. In this case, this is a company that reaches out to farmers and say, hey, we'll organize the meal. We just need a location. Are you willing to open up your farm to us? So some companies that are doing that right now, I know Clayton Pitchfork focuses on the Oregon market. There's, again, a web screenshot from their site. We've got Outstanding in the Field. Love that name. Outstanding in the Field. They're a national company traveling around organizing dinners on the farm. Here's one that I found up in the New England area, Dinners at the Farm. So if you're up in that neck of the woods, you might want to be giving them a call and see if you might be able to get a couple of seats at their next dinner at the farm. A fourth option here, if none of those are working out for you or seem viable, is to create your own dinner, and I've sold some of these as well. You're going to need to have a location, and that's either going to need to be a farmer or somebody who lives kind of in a farm-like setting, because you're going to be setting up a very long table, as you saw from the photos. You'll need to have someone coordinated. Either that's you or you're asking your hostess with the mostest to pull this together. I mean, imagine she could go out to, like, if you've got a garden club, go out to the garden club and say, hey ladies, could you bring a meal, a dish of produce that's been grown on your meal. So maybe someone brings the string beans and they have a fabulous string bean casserole because that's what they're bringing out of their garden, and maybe someone else has beets and someone else has a fresh salad, whatever it is. But you could coordinate this on your own and then go ahead and sell tickets to it at your auction. So maybe it's $25 per person, or maybe it's $50, or maybe it's $75, whatever the market will bear, in your neck of the woods and how it's coming together and what you think it's worth. So that's kind of a fun way to create your own dinner, farm dinner, and incorporate the farm-to-table trend into your benefit auction. I know it's going to sell well for you. I know it will because it's selling really hot in my auctions as well. I'm Sherry Truler with Red Apple Auctions. If you're looking for other great auction ideas, I encourage you to go to my website and pick up your free gift. It is the auction item guide. It's the top 100 items I sold in auctions last year. Lots of auction committee procurement meetings, procurement committees love it. I'm Sherry with Red Apple Auctions. Thank you for watching. As always, good luck to you in your benefit auction.